before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feel the light, see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Hey, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. That's how we know when we level up. Yeah, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. It's time, get up.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the ESL Mobile Open Weekly Recap. My name is Victor Cax. Joining me here is Uwu the Magical, and we're going to be here to bring you guys some of the highlights of the esports action that's been happening on the ESL channel this week. So, Uwu the Magical, how have you been, man? It's been a while since I've seen you. Huh?
I'm doing fine. How you been for the past few days? We've been casting for the last few matches for PUBG Mobile, but this time we are here again for the ESL Mobile Open. This is going to be the recap show. Definitely, we'll see a lot of action, and we'll recap back on some of the moments that happened during this whole time. I'm so stoked to see what is happening, though.
So am I, man. I mean, it's been quite a busy week here at ESL. So let's just go ahead and bring you guys through a journey right now as we go ahead and show you guys the format for our ESL Mobile Open here. So go ahead and check out this video.
Welcome to ESL Mobile, the home of mobile esports. ESL Mobile is a global program designed to give you an opportunity to compete in your favorite mobile games, featuring multiple game titles taking place in 3 regions and offering 2 levels of competition. There's something here for everyone. ESL Mobile Open is the gateway to competitive play, free to join and open to any resident of our supported regions. This is the best way for you to enjoy the thrill of victory and take your shot at winning cash prizes. Each season of Mobile Open will consist of 2 ladders, and the top competitors from each will qualify for the Mobile Open play-ins. ESL Mobile Challenge is your path to glory. If you are a top competitor in the Mobile Open play-ins, you will earn a spot in the Mobile Challenge season. The top team from each ladder will skip the play-ins and qualify directly for the Mobile Challenge season. This is where you'll have the chance to compete against the best players in your region. At the end of each season, top Mobile Challenge players will compete in the Mobile Challenge Finals to determine a winner and be crowned their region's champion. ESL Mobile is for everyone. This is your opportunity to join a diverse and growing community of players across the world and see just how far you can go.
All right, and that is our ESL Mobile Open format. So I think it's not too long ago, I think, Uwu, that, you know, not too long ago that the esports scene had a bit of difficulty, I think, you know, trying to find who are the really, really strong teams and who are like the top tier kind of competition here in Southeast Asia. But then now that we have this ESL Mobile Open project going on here in Southeast Asia, there's now a very clear path of progression for a lot of the teams here that are looking to make their mark in the esports scene. So, yeah. In any case, let's go ahead and run through with you guys, I think, how the ladder system here in the ESL Mobile Open actually does work here. So it is a really long, drawn-out process, so let's run you through all the steps one by one. So it's basically a matchmaking system that exists onto your favorite games. The ladders are only open on specific times. You can check out the ESL Play website to find out the exact timings and the schedules for your matches. So you can use instant challenger feature. Just hit the play now button. You can start matchmaking other players, and when you go ahead and matchmake with them, winning against them will earn you points. Losing against them will lose you points. So every team will start off with exactly 1,000 points, and these points will be added or deducted as they go through the matchmaking system. At the end of the ladder period, the top 2 teams in total compared to the points are going through to the playoffs. So you can use this ladder system to matchmake as many times as you want. The only stipulation is that as long as you are part of the top teams at the end of the ladder period, as you can see from the dates here, you will be guaranteed to get into the playoff, gentlemen. So good luck and have fun indeed. The ESL Mobile Open is ready for you, and I am ready. I'm not sure about you as well, Uru, but it's been quite an interesting week, I have to say, looking at some of the highlights we've been going through since earlier in this whole recap.
Yep, definitely do agree with you that it's going to be a very interesting highlight. It's going to be very big, I would say, a very impactful seeing all of these highlights, and definitely want to share it to everyone who's watching at home what happened to the games and to the players itself. It's like a lot of clutch matches, a lot of one-sided games, but still they are clutch matches, still powerhouse, and you get to see which team in the Asia Pacific they are performing, and they are on the top of their gameplay as well. Definitely, it is interesting to see how the players and how the teams, they coordinate themselves, they play out the best, and I think all the hard work they have put in, it leads all up to this. Definitely, it's great to see how the players, but especially in Southeast Asia, I do agree with you that like in Southeast Asia lately, it is been growing bigger and bigger, and players right now, they are getting a lot more opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been crazy just seeing the developments that's been happening just even in the last few months alone. I mean, the amount of teams that have just been rising and going up, in the ranks. And speaking of coming up in the ranks here, Brawl Stars. It's a very new game. A lot of new teams have been coming up and trying to learn as much as we can. You and I have both been trying to learn this game as much as we can. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite a treat though, seeing the Brawl Stars competition here in ESL. Right now, in this current week's ladder, Tropa Suprema will be leading the ladder here with 1,320 points, a 21-0-3 WDL there. Wow, that's an incredible score, but also just as incredible is Team Flash. 1,315 points, only lost out to Tropa Suprema by only 5 points, but they actually technically won slightly more matches, but they lost 1 extra, so unfortunately, that statistically wise, that's going to force them to be on the second spot. But nevertheless, the top 2 teams here will be qualified to the challengers. So in any case, special shout outs here to the other teams that did take part here. We got Crazy Lagoon in 3rd place, Covalence Captors in 4th place. We Need Sponsor in 5th place, so anyone out there looking to sponsor a team, well, there's one right there, and they're 5th place in the ladder this week. Jostle will be taking the 6th spot here, 1,067 points for them. Zircon with 7 points. They have exactly 5 wins and 5 losses, so kind of right in the middle there, but 7th is the best they could do, unfortunately, for this week. Marco Polo, Waffle Monsters, and Death Force will be rounding up the bottom of the ladder, and that is the Brawl Stars ladder here for the top 10 of Ladder 2 Week 4.
Yeah, definitely do agree. I think how the teams are playing on the ladder. Team Flash, Trooper Suprema, they did real well, especially seeing these 2 stats. They have been going real good with their gameplay. But do congratulate them to move on towards the challenger, but the rest of the 8 teams gonna see them play it out to qualify themselves and move on forward. It's definitely going to be an experience for them, but seeing from how the ladders from 4th place, I would say 5th place onwards to 10, they are in the range of catching up each other. 3rd and 4th might be a bit far ahead, but it's also due to the number of games that they have played. So I like to see how We Need Sponsor, with 4 wins in the bag, they are still in a good position. Maybe they are pulling some strats back, pulling certain things behind. So what do you think, Victor?
Well, as we roll into the highlights here, I mean, the thing is that for the Lagoon, it's really such a shame because they actually technically won a lot more games compared to the top two, but it's because they got one extra loss. That's why they were behind Team Flash. So here we can see, oh, that's a nice scoring there. No one was covering CZK in that particular one, but that's Brawl Ball in a nutshell, you know? Sometimes it's not always about trying to get the kills. You always have to keep your eyes on the ball. And you can see Fearless now trying to keep Response out of the way. Does take him down there. That at least keeps them in play there. Now the ball is actually rolling very close there. CZK is in a good position, but then he needs to get Fearless out of the way. And unfortunately, Mateus gets ganked out, and the ball gets scored in.
Yeah, I like how Team Flash, they are being very dominant in the region, so they've been doing real well. They managed to shut off a lot of teams, but Team Covalence, as they're trying to fight back, they're going to put a lot of effort going up against Team Flash, but seeing how Team Flash, they coordinate themselves, they've been playing this game for quite some time, but definitely shows why they are the best of the best in the region.
Yeah, and then moving on to this next highlight here. This is a hot zone map here, and you can see it's a really interesting kind of game mode here because most of the focus is going to be on capturing that central point there, and really it's all about area denial here. That's why you can see like Simon is doing his best here, trying to keep them off the point, and unfortunately though they just let them cap the blue side cap them too long, and unfortunately weren't really able to put in a word in edgewise. Now this is going to be Team Waffle Monster versus Rive next, and Team Waffles again so dominant here. They again, seems like Brawl Ball is like their signature game mode at this point.
Yeah, definitely seeing the ball being running around by the brawlers themselves and seeing how Waffle Monster, they are really coordinated. They know what to do, they know when to back it off, and they know when to go for the aggression. Holding Rice Snacks at bay, definitely would like to see how are they going to perform more and do their best. Definitely seeing them play is just an insight.
I just especially love the fact that Kid Drunken is just maining the Daryl in this, and Daryl can be so impactful in these kind of games because he can always charge in. He's kind of like your frontline striker. Think of him as kind of like your Cristiano Ronaldo, your main striker in your lineup. That's the Daryl inside Brawl Ball. So very well done there, Team Waffle. So that was our Brawl Stars recap there.
Yeah, definitely seeing these two teams, Team Flash, Team Waffle Monster, they managed to grab 2-0 in the back of themselves, shutting down Covalence, XS, and Rice Snacks. It's going to be hard for these two teams to move on, but they definitely have to move on. They have to pick up the experience, pick up the momentum, and hit back into the game, get that hit into the game as well.
Yeah, so in any case, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a short break here, but don't go away. We'll be right back with even more action here at the ESL Mobile Open Recap. My name is Victor Cax. Joining me here is Uwe the Magical. We'll check you guys out after these messages.
Before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feel the light, see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Hey, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. That's how we know when we level up. Yeah, that's how we know when we level up. Level up.
All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. It's time, get up.
before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feel the lights, see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Ay, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. That's how we know when we level up. Yeah, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. It's time, get up.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back with us here at the ESL Mobile Open. This is the weekly recap show. Here, I am Victor Cax. Joining me here is Uwu the Magical, and we're going to bring you guys some of the action here. A little bit more hardcore, I should say, compared to Brawl Stars that we saw early on. This is PUBG Mobile. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds, the game that really defined the Battle Royale genre. And it seems like ever since PUBG has made the leap to mobile phones, it's actually gotten so much bigger, especially here in Southeast Asia. Don't you agree with me about this, Uhu the Magical?
Yeah, definitely do agree with you that PUBG Mobile, they have asserted their dominance as one of the best battle royale game. There are others, but I guess PUBG Mobile is the name of the game, and a lot of players, they are playing, they want to get that chicken dinner. So let's take a look at the latest understandings of it.
Yeah, so look at that. The top of the board there is Puma X Celeb Esports. Such a titan here in Southeast Asia, and it's great to see that they are also dominating here in the ESL Mobile Open. 258 points, 119 kill points. That's a lot of points there for Puma X Celeb. DMS Crew, of course, will be very close to them. 252, so not too far off of Puma X Celeb, but that 6 points was all it took to put Puma up on top, and DMS Crew on number 2. But interestingly enough, DMS Crew is actually tied in kill points when you compare them with third place Rogue Gaming. 112 points for both DMS Crew and Rogue Gaming in terms of kills, but Rogue Gaming placed slightly lower there with 242 points total, so they may have to work a little bit on their placements, but otherwise quite well done here for our top 3 here in this current ladder.
Yep, do agree with you. Like sitting on the 4th placement, Raptor Jasper, they're sitting with 226 points, 97 kill points, 9 squads, 225 points, 80 kill points. ALSK sitting on 224, 103 points for kill points. Forever 18 Up is sitting on 223 points, 96 kill points. Mutants Up is about 222 with 91 kill points. Looking from 4th placement all the way up to 8th placement, they are really close. There is still a fight out, but it's up to them to decide how they're going to go fight on. But we want to see what's is from the second page that no one wants to sit on. We will hit over to the second page, and you can see Infinite Esports sitting at 221 points with 97 kill points. Like the top 4th onwards to 9 is really close.
Yeah, it's very close here. I mean, overall, I think the split between the top and all the way down to the 16th I believe is about 60 to 70 points. So it's actually very, very close. It does mean that, you know, literally every single kill in the PUBG Mobile ladder here will count, you know. It's very, very important for the teams here to farm as many points they can. You can see just the difference of even like 4 to 5 points can make all the difference in the world when it comes to your placements here in the ladder. So running very quickly through the list here, Infinite Esports, 221 points, Zero Fox Given, 214 points, UTG International, 212, Zealotry Esports has 211 points, AT Sports by Noonkick has 209, which ties them up with Diverson NV, which is placed at 14th, and War Conqueror Unstoppable and Heart Toady Esports round up the bottom two with 188 and 183 points each. So that is our ladder to Cup number 3 of PUBG Mobile, and with Puma X Celeb Esport leading the charts here, I think they are pretty much setting themselves up to be quite the team to beat, I think, in the Southeast Asia region as of right now. So let's go ahead and check out the highlights here and show you guys what exactly these teams had been up to all week long.
Yeah, looking at the placement and the play style coming from all the teams, they are doing their best, but this should be round number 2 of Group 2. This will be the chicken dinner for UTG International. They are playing on the map of Miramar. Looking at the elevation and open space, look at how the placement of UTG on the mini-map itself. They are sitting on top of the hill. They are conquering that placement and just holding everyone at bay.
Not only that, but even the circle placement is just so good here for UTG, because they virtually have a whole sight line of the entire circle right from the hill here. So that basically allowed them to just take ganks left, right, and center. Just look at how lucky Fourth Row is. A supply drop literally falls in front of him as he gets a kill. I mean, how much more luck do you need in PUBG Mobile, honestly?
Yeah, definitely UTG International. They are sitting on the best out of the best for that round, but congratulations for them to getting the chicken dinner for round 2, and we're going to move on to round 3. This will be Sandhawk. You will be looking from Rook Gaming. Rook Gaming will be the one who's going to take the chicken dinner. Look at the aggression is coming from the players. They really have no fear going into the compound, just going in and conquer.
Yeah, we just kind of have to in a map like Sandhawk, because you don't really have a lot of vehicles to play around with. A lot of the battles end up becoming like these, just like close quarter encounters within the villages or the huts. And you can see that Sandhawk is really a place where battles can just organically form from every single corner of the map. Every single pocket is basically a place where danger lurks, you know. And Juicy picking up a nice kill there while going prone. Then, this is Rogue again, getting a nice gank off in the distance there. That's a nice one there to take down NRX Chief. And with that Rogue, basically they've been holding very well in this final few circles here. It seems like they really were able to take advantage of a really good position inside the circle itself, and basically were able to just handle any sort of challenge that presented themselves inside the circle. Look at the way he threw into the gang, just straight up going in front of him with that car and getting the kill right there. Just score that chicken dinner. I mean, very well done to the teams here. PUBG Mobile, I mean, what else can you say about it? It's one of the most popular games here in Southeast Asia, and I think it's pretty obvious why. So much action, so much strategy, and plenty of fun for everyone here. Not only for you and me, but also for you guys at home.
Yep, to agree with you, PUBG Mobile is just a really good game, a very strong dominance, and you can see how the players, they are playing it out. But I guess that's it for PUBG Mobile. We will be going for a short break. When we'll be coming back, we will be looking at Legend of Runeterra.
Oh yeah, so my name is Victor Cax. Join me. We'll see you guys later.
Before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feel the light, see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Hey, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up.
the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah, that's all we know when we level up. Level up.
All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. It's time, get up.
Before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feel the lights, see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Ay, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah, that's all we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. It's time, get up.
Hey yo, welcome guys back again after the break here. So when we started off today's weekly recap, we started with Brawl Stars as an action-oriented game. Then we moved to PUBG Mobile, where it's a good blend between action, strategy, and brains. Now we're going to be going to a game where it is all about the brains. Legends of Runeterra, a trading card game brought to you by Riot Games, and man, it's quite a deep strategic game, isn't it? Ooh, magical. I mean, just reading the cards, just trying to learn the meta, the strategies.
Yep.
So complicated, and it just makes me wonder, like, how do these guys really pull it off? Especially the top two we're going to be seeing here in the ladders, because my God, it's like, I don't know, like, out of all the kind of card games out there, what are your thoughts about Legends of Runeterra?
Definitely, Legend of Runeterra is really, it's more about the big brains, the high IQ play, bringing it out to the gameplay and just tossing a curveball towards your enemy. But let's take a look at the ladder and let's take a look at the players themselves. Legend of Runeterra is going to be very interesting. You can see how Pokeberry 34 sitting on top with 32 wins. That's quite impressive with a 6 streak win. He is still sitting on 1,286 points, not far and shy away is Bright and is sitting on 1,239 points with 27 win on his back. It does have a -1 streak, so Legend of Runeterra definitely is going to be, it's more about the big brains, more about how you're going to play your cards, how are you going to snowball your enemy, and how are you going to take the change the tide around towards the opponent that you're going up against.
Yeah, so as you can see here from our ladder standings, Pokeberry 34 and Bright NA are leading this week's ladder here with 1,286 points on Pokeberry 34 and 1,239 points on Bright NA respectively. So in terms of their win-loss rate is a 32-11 here on Pokeberry 34 and a 27-6 on Bright NA. But as you guys go down the list here, you'll see Mukdi Den has 1,119, Lee Hep has 1,196, Grid has 1,128. And what you'll notice, especially for Lee Hep, for Grid, for Kids YQ, is that technically they did play a lot more matches compared to Pokeberry and Bright NA. But because they did not make as many streaks, or rather their win-loss percentage was not as high up compared to Pokeberry and Bright NA, despite having played more matches, they are unfortunately going to be a little bit lower on the ladders here. There is, however, a minimum match number that has to be played by everyone on the ladders here, so that is to ensure that everything is fair and balanced for everyone here on the ladder. But it does mean that, you know, even as a competitor here, if you're joining the ladders, you can play as many times as you want. Just you have to be able to get your points up as high as possible in the standings, but that means that you can always keep trying again and again until you can get yourself up into the top 2. So let's move on to the highlights here and show you guys how Pokeberry 34 and Bright NA were able to dominate their maps.
Ooh, liking the meta, liking the strategy coming in from Pokeberry going up against Bruce 1915. You do see the meta for Deep is coming in, pulling out from the side of Pokeberry. Bruce, on the other hand, he is playing live after meta, so definitely a high meta deck itself. But look at how Pokeberry is just gonna dominate. He just try to put as much resources out. I'm not sure how Bruce is going to come back from this. It's so hard for Bruce to make a comeback, even though for Pokeberry sitting on the lower end itself.
I mean, his best bet is really to either try to force Pokeberry to overdraw or. Well, I mean, just look at that. Look at the table on Pokeberry's side.
That?
Yeah, that's no way. There's no way. Like, you got a 13-13 on the board already. You've only got 9 health points on your face. Yeah, there's no way. Bruce 1950 knew that the writing was on the wall there, so a surrender was on the cards, literally. And that was how Pokeberry was able to dominate his match. Now, we're going to be checking out this next highlight here. The Scav is back again in action, this time against DHL Jarvis. So we're going to be seeing a little bit of an exchange going on here. Quite a bit of damage done on Jarvis' side. The thing is that the Scav doesn't have much cards left on his hands here. This looks like it's going to be very dicey for him.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's very dicey for the side of DHL Jarvis, but I think Scav, he played his best. He knows what's to put out. He's just gonna punch out all his resources at the end. He is still playing a deep meta, but not really sure how DHL Jarvis is gonna turn things around for this turn. It's gonna be really, really hard. Try his best.
Yeah. That did quite a number. It still leaves quite a lot of cards on the table. Sorry, not on the table, but on the hands though of the Scav. So that could actually help him well. And yeah, in fact, DHL Jarvis realizes that 13-12 card. yeah, it was not odds that he wants to try to play against. So surrenders to the Scav there. That was a win there, but I believe the Scav probably didn't really think that he would have won that quite as easily. But nevertheless, that was Legends of Runeterra there. Very well done to Pokeberry34, and we'll see how they'll be going on into the rest when they reach up into the challengers. That's where we're going to be seeing the best of the best in Legends of Runeterra facing off against each other, and that's where hopefully we'll be seeing the champion for the Asia Pacific region start to show themselves here at the ESL Mobile Open. In any case, we're going to be taking a short break. We'll be right back later on with some more action here at the ESL Mobile Open. My name is Victor Cax. Join me here is Udo Magical. We'll be right back after these messages.
Before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feel the light, see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Hey, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah, that's all we know when we level up. Level up.
All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. It's time, get up.
Before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feel the light, see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Hey, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up.
still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah, that's all we know when we level up. Level up.
All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. It's time, get up.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL Mobile Open. This is the weekly recap show hosted by me, Victor Cax, and Uwu the Magical right next to me here. So, we're going to be going from Legends of Runeterra. Now we're going to be going down to the action that is Wild Rift. Now, this is a really interesting week here because this is where we close out our playoffs here this weekend. Boy, what a playoff it was there. So, plenty of upsets and plenty of unexpected results here. So, but in any case, for the teams here in Wild Rift, it's been quite a long journey for them, I expect. Let's go ahead and check out the brackets here, and let's elaborate a little bit about what that journey had been here, Uwu, because it's been a double elimination bracket here. It's been going on over the weekend, and it's been quite an interesting result, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Looking at the brackets, looking at the result, I think a lot of people, they have seen this, they have seen the castle prediction, who will be the champion, but we will dissect one by one from the upper bracket match to the upper bracket finals. Everyone will be playing the best of 5. Bajaya Dragons managed to clutch things off with a 3-1 win against Sam9. Geek Fam, on the other hand, managed to kick Bajaya Dragons towards the lower bracket itself. Lower brackets as well, we do get to see how Eminence Raptors went up against RTZ Underrank. RTZ Underrank swept them under the carpet with a 3-0 win, moving towards the lower bracket semi-finals with Sam9. That match was so close, was so clutch out that they went up of 5 games. It was in favor of Sam9, winning it by a hair with 3-2 against RTZ Underrank. RTZ Underrank, you can't undermine them. They did their best. They were on top of their game, but I think Sam9, they really did pull out a trick out of their hat. And moving on to the lower bracket finals as well, Bajaya Dragons, they went on a clean sweep against Sam9. They managed to take off 3-0 against Sam9 and proceed towards the grand final for a revenge. It is going to be a best of 7. Bajaya Dragons did go on real good. They were on a momentum, winning 3-0 against Sam9. They went up 4-1 against Geek Fan and clutching it off and becoming best out of the best, dethroning Geek Fan from winning anything. So, Victor, what were your expectations of this place of bracket looking at the results?
Well, I mean, okay, first off, I did not expect Geek Fam would be losing out the grand finals like that. I mean, especially after the upper bracket final, it was... Granted, it was a narrow victory between Geek Fam and Bajaya Dragons, but for Bajaya Dragons to come back after the lower bracket final to just dominate Geek Fam 4-1, I mean, it just goes to show that these guys, they were not kidding around when they said they wanted to be the best here in Southeast Asia. Let's get a look at the highlights here and show you guys exactly how it was done over the weekend. So this is our first match here. This was actually the lower bracket semi-finals, I believe. This was Sam9 versus RTZ Underrank, and this was the this is where RTZ Underrank, despite having a good early match in the lower brackets, this round here proved to be quite a tough challenge for them indeed. Guardian Angel was popped there, and I think Kuro's just gonna get popped off there immediately after that little gank. Then this is where RTZ attempted to try to counteract or try to react to this Baron take here, or rather this Baron attempt. Sam9 was expertly able to keep them out of the way. They were able to take down Baron Nashor and were able to transition immediately, collapsing onto RTZ's lineup and immediately wiped them out, scoring a kill there. That's going to be an ace and certainly allowed them to take out their base.
Yeah, Sam9 did really play the best, but Artisan Run, they did pop that off. They did answer back to the question and looking at Baron itself. For the side of RTZ, they managed to claim the Baron and are on a steamroll on to Sam9. But Sam9, I do feel like on the later phase, they managed to clutch things off and pull themselves back.
Oh, look
up
at
from the
that.
abyss. Whoa.
Kazuo, great positioning there, was able to get a pick off on the back line. That immediately put a huge problem to RTZ because they didn't have any back line to fall back to. And unfortunately, Owo completely alone in this situation. No way he's going to be able to defend the Nexus by himself. So that was how 7-9 beat RTZ on the rank in order to move on to the lower brackets. And moving on here, this is our grand finals between Vijay Dragons and Geek Fam. This was Vijay Dragons' greatest performance out of the entire playoffs here. Just look at the way they were not only able to just control this, they were able to try to come in here and looks like they were just able to keep Geek Fan on their toes, try to punish them very severely for this attempt to try to counter gang them, and unfortunately ended up trading back and forth as a result. So the early stages here were quite back and forth between them because granted they had already played an upper bracket final earlier, they already knew what they were going into coming into this, but pretty sure they weren't expecting, at least on the Geek Fam side, BJD to be coming in this strong against them. Look at the way that they kept control there, got to the kill onto the Lee Sin, kept the push all the way up against the turrets, and with the Baron buffs coming in, and that time it was really a really quick match. Now this is going to be a scuffle here for the Dragon. Very, very big commitment to this fight here. Seems like BJD were able to just keep the composure here, managed to get that one pick up, and that was all they needed to start collapsing onto Geek Fam's lineup here. Just one by one, the Alistar gets taken down, the Lee Sin gets taken down, as well as the Twisted Fate. There was literally nothing standing in the way of BJD by the time they were done because Geek Fam were not able to withstand the pressure here.
Yeah, definitely do see how strong is BJD. They are just really on a steamroll, not letting Geek Fam a chance to breathe at all. They had the advantage on the side of BJD, but Vijay Dragons just going very aggressive and calculative of what they were doing. But we will be moving forward towards the Thailand side. Get to see how EWAS Esports going up against Buriram United. These two powerhouses. Love to see how they play it out.
Yeah, I could see that was a really, really interesting fight there because they really were just trying to get the tower, but it ended up the opening there allowed them to just go ahead and go for the kills. It was just really well done here from EVOS Esports. They were able to take down the turrets, and I mean, with the Baron buffs, that was really a quick and good take on the Nexus there. So that was our Wild Rift there for this week, ESL Mobile's Open. And I think one last thought about the Wild Rift playoffs there. My favorite moment definitely has got to be when Edward got his head shaved by his teammates after winning the grand finals. I mean, it was such a treat there. And Edward, well, I mean, I hope he isn't going to be enjoying his new hairstyle from now on.
Well, I guess it's breezy for him in this hot weather. Definitely he will enjoy the short hair. I definitely do feel like everyone at home do stay hydrated, stay social distancing, and always wear your mask if you're gonna go out, and bring a hand sanitizer, sanitize along the way.
Yeah, because this is, of course, a pandemic season. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's why me and Ubu are completely in different locations here. We're doing this remotely here to stay socially distanced and to bring you guys this show, you know, giving you guys the entertainment while still being responsible in this pandemic. So let's go ahead and show you guys what is going to be coming up here in the ESL Mobile Open, because of course we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. We still are going to be continuing on with this project. So Latitude Cup 4 of PUBG Mobile will continue here on the 8th of June. So ladies and gentlemen, please mark your calendars, especially for all you PUBG Mobile fans out there. So this is going to be a very interesting one because I want to see whether or not Puma Excellent will still be able to keep themselves up on top. Coming up the rest of the ESL Mobile Open here, we still have matches for Brawl Stars as well as Legends of Runeterra, Brawl Stars and PUBG Mobile. Brawl Stars will be on the 15th and 16th of June. So, and the PUBG Mobile will be on the 17th and 18th on June. So this is going to be the the challenge mode here for Brawl Stars this time around, and it's the open final number 2 for PUBG Mobile. So with Uwu and I have both covered the first open final. So this second open final is going to be pretty interesting, don't you think?
Definitely do agree with you. The second open final is going to be really interesting seeing how all the teams coming in, they will be playing the best and they might be matching up with the teams that they have played in the first open final. So do think like a lot of them, they will play their strategy out, they will turn things around, and they will play a very different momentum compared to the first one. So we do have to wait and see how that open final number 2. So Victor Cax, what do you think for this whole week itself? It's been action packed.
I think it's just been amazing, honestly, because like looking at the response coming in from the community here, looking at the response from the teams and the players as well, you know, seeing the level of talent that's been rising up the ranks here through the ladder system here from ESL. I mean, well done so far for everyone here in the Southeast Asia region, because, you know, you guys have just been bringing us the plays and we've just been endlessly entertained by it all week long. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the end of our weekly recap show here today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to be tuning in later on here today, because we're going to be having Brawl Stars playoffs here tonight. Me and U will be casting that, so be sure to give a like onto the ESL Asia and the ESL Malaysia page here so that you can stay notified when that live stream comes up. And until then, I guess we're going to be going off, but we'll be seeing you guys again in the next weekly recap. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Victor Cax. Joining me here is Uwu the Magical. We'll see you guys in the next weekly recap show here at the ESL Mobile Open. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys in the next one.
And bringing you more awesome quality content from ESL. Take care till we catch you again. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, before you do go anywhere, don't forget, regardless of which platform you are watching this on, to hit that like, follow, subscribe, and make sure you drop a few comments in the comment section as well to tell us exactly what you like and dislike about this show, so we can keep on improving and bringing you more awesome quality content from ESL. Take care till we catch you again.
Before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feel the lights, see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Hey, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. That's how we know when we level up. Yeah, that's how we know when we level up. Level up.